Something I've realised I've been thinking about it for a while now, is I used to keep myself really, really busy. Used to be a rugby referee. I'm not while I'm here in Fiji. There's no rugby happening at the moment. I was a scout leader. I used to go to a quiz. I was involved in other stuff that took me out of the house most nights during the week. And I was involved in stuff at the weekends as well, which took me out of the house. Now, I'm beginning to wonder whether a lot of this is a distraction technique. Distracting me from facing the reality of the fact that I wasn't happy at home. Distraction from facing the facts that fundamentally I just didn't feel right. And in many respects, I wasn't right between the ears. Now I've started doing some digging into this, and distraction is a common thing among self-sabotagers. Instead of facing up to reality, you distract yourself, keep yourself so busy that you don't actually have time to stop and think, contemplate, look at yourself, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And I've realised that for many, many years, I've worked hard at keeping myself in physical good shape. I exercise nearly every day. I am careful with what I eat. I aim at getting good sleep. But I've absolutely, definitely neglected my own mental and emotional state. And I've done this by staying busy. Too bloody busy to face the truth, to face myself, to look myself in the mirror and say something's not right here. And unfortunately, I backed myself into a corner by making a mess of my life. Now, I'm not feeling sorry for myself here, it's just a fact. So I'm now, every day, giving myself time and space to reflect on who I am, what I'm doing, how am I coping, how can I improve the state of my mind and the state of my emotions. Not just looking after my physical well-being, which I still do, but looking after my emotional and my mental state. So every single day I spend a little bit of time in contemplation, positive self-talk, typically at the beginning of the day while I'm having my coffee. And I believe it's having an impact. I do feel a lot more positive. I feel like I have a lot more mental energy. I'm focused on what I want, which is, as I pointed out in my last video, is something of a first. But the key thing is I'm giving myself time. I'm not allowing myself to be distracted by just being busy. And I think that's what I was. I wasn't necessarily being productive. I was just being busy because I didn't want to face facts. So if you are a self-sabotager, if you know that there's something wrong in your life, ask yourself the question, are you trying to do too much? And is a lot of that stuff taking you where you want to go? Do you even know where you want to go? If you don't, I would suggest you start there. But it's not that difficult to do what I've been doing. It's understanding that you distract yourself, you get distracted, you don't get stuff done. And all it is just avoiding tackling your issues, being happy, looking forward, and sorting out your own mental state.